If you want your website to rank higher, not just on Google, but also on the AI models that are available, so ChatGPT, Gemini, and that sort of thing, then you need to be doing this one thing. When you're coming from an old school way of thinking, then it flips everything on its head. It's kind of accelerated the trend that we've been seeing over the last couple of years. And that is you need to talk on your website like you would in person. What does that actually mean? What we need to be doing now is not using the old keywords like best house painter or best painter in Sydney. That's the old SEO terminology. What we should be doing is turning that into how someone would actually talk. So that is, who is the best house painters in Sydney? Because what we're finding is the way that people are using things like ChatGPT is they actually talk to it like a person. Whereas in Google, people would type in best house painter Sydney. They're now doing it in a much more conversational tone with ChatGPT, especially when they start to use the voice function of these tools. So what we've found that works really well when you're trying to optimize your page is to create almost AI catchment pages. Not a trademarked term, but maybe it will get some traction and we'll see it being used more. But essentially what it is a page that literally answers the question that people are asking in these new search formats. So like I just mentioned before, you might have who is the best house painter in Sydney, which you would then answer in a very conversational tone with a very clear reasons why. And as if you're someone of authority on the topic, answering it not on the website itself, but in a forum. So what this would look like is Bob's House Painters in Sydney is often considered one of the best services for getting your house painted due to their quick turnaround times, professional expertise, and credentials being a part of the Master Painters Society in New South Wales. And you can obviously expand this out a little bit more and give more in-depth benefits and features that you provide. But the key takeaway is that you need to be very conversational. It needs to be in the tone of a professional answering the question as if they're unbiased towards the answer. Typically, you only really need a paragraph on the page. You don't need to go into a huge blog post, whereas for SEO, we'll do a 2,000 word blog post. These will sometimes be around 200 words, 300 words total. And that's all we need to do. And then you can do that for all of the different phrasings for the questions that relate to your business. The important thing is 90% of the time, this page isn't going to be read by humans. This page is literally going to be used by ChatGPT to get a solid answer it can quote back when it's giving a list of the best painters in Sydney, for example. If you've liked this video and you've found it helpful, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.